Welcome to Module 8 of the course Healthcare Policy and Financing. Module 8's topic is the for-profit versus non-for-profit entities. The module learning objectives include to determine the fundamental differences between for-profit and non-for-profit entities. In the full-length chapter assigned to this module, we provide an economic definition of the not-for-profit and its function within the healthcare delivery system. And number 2, to analyze the different financial mindsets of the two types of ownership. Let's review the overall composition of hospitals within the U.S. healthcare delivery system and some general trends. This information is produced from the American Hospital Association Hospital Statistics 2015 edition. As we can see in the chart, the total number of all U.S. registered hospitals totals 5,686. The predominant type of hospital within our system is the community hospital with just a little under 5,000. Some of the trends over the last 20 years include the decline in the total number of staffed beds in the U.S. healthcare system. And this is due to the pressures of managed care and the use of outpatient services. The same rationale is true with the total admissions. The number of rural hospitals in our system continues to slightly decline, and that's due to acquisitions, mergers, and bankruptcies. A trend of increase within our system is the number of community hospitals that continue to join systems or networks, and that's due to efficiencies and the pressures within our U.S. healthcare delivery system. Let's take a moment to discuss the history of not-for-profit hospitals in the United States. Many not-for-profits were formed in response to disasters or unmet need. And you can go back through our history and look at different historic events, wars, flu, or other epidemics, and see the response and formation of hospitals. For example, the hospital I worked at in Western Pennsylvania was formed in response to the Civil War. Another large area of hospital formation would have been in 1918, or approximately that time, with the 1918 flu pandemic, where 3 to 5% of the then current world population died in results to the flu. Again, in response to disaster or unmet need, many organizations started as religious organizations, and there are still a large number of religious or healthcare organizations within the United States. Another factor to consider is the hospital as the center of the community. Many communities, particularly smaller communities, take their value or net worth based on having a hospital within that community. Let's review the differences between for-profit versus non-for-profit entities. The most obvious one is ownership or tax status. For-profits have corporate ownership with shareholders. The non-for-profit entities, their owners are moral owners, which would be the community or other entity. The tax status, the not-for-profits are exempt from state, federal, and local tax to include property tax. And this is due to their provision of charity or uncompensated care within their communities that they serve. There have been many challenges over the years to the property tax exemption of not-for-profit organizations, and some organizations have entered into agreements with their communities to provide some form of compensation in lieu of taxes. When you look at the size and location of for-profits versus not-for-profits, for-profits tend to be a little smaller in size, and there are pockets within the country of for-profits versus non-profits. And services and product lines, to characterize a for-profit as being focused and specialized and providing services that have a niche provider, and services that may be more profitable, whereas not-for-profits tend to support the community, which with clinics, emergency departments, and other services that may not be profitable, again, a form of uncompensated or charity care. The last area is to try to determine the differences in quality between the organizations. Many organizations try to say that there is a not-for-profit difference in the quality, and the support to the community is far different. There's been many studies, and many of the studies have been inconclusive regarding the differences in quality between for-profits versus not-for-profits. Assignments for Module 8. There's a case study, Case 8-1, that's due, which is a case study involving the financial viability of a new clinic and how to market those services to the community. And a hint for this case study is you really need to understand the definition of marketing, and marketing is not just to provide flyers or advertise, but how do you get the word out? How do you form relationships to make the program or services viable? And the group project, the final modifications of the group project, work with your group to determine if you have a finished product to get it ready for submission. Thank you.